let's go back and talk about who you were the day before the accident. Tell me about your life before. You married?
Divorced.
How long have you been divorced?
10 years.
And how long have you been married more than once? Or?
Yes. I was married twice, once for 10 years, and the second marriage was for 9 years.
And do you have kids?
No, I have two grown stepchildren. I have very little family. I have a brother who lives in Pittsburgh who's 2 years older than I. And in Green Bay, I have one first cousin, and I have a few cousins near Milwaukee, and that's the extent of my biological family.
When, what did you do for a living?
I'm a professional singer. I've sung concerts all over the world, and I also teach. So when the accident, or for 7 years I taught at Saint Norbert College. I was on the music faculty, teaching, singing, playing, etc., etc. And in June of 2007, I finally had a 1-year contract, and they said, okay, and after that you don't have a job. So I didn't have a source of income, and I thought, okay, well, I will open a teaching practice because I had had a studio of voice students, and I knew that I could have a cash flow that way. And in July, then I fell at a job and broke both of my wrists. So that totally took that possible source of income away.
What happened when you fell?
I was taking some children to a pool for their swimming lessons, and I did not see a patch of tile that had some water in it, and I slipped and I just fell on both of my wrists.
Did you hurt your brain in that fall? Any sort of concussion?
There may have been, I don't remember.
You said that you were in the high-risk insurance pool because you couldn't get insurance. What was the reason you were having trouble getting insurance?
Asthma, allergy problems. They call it multiple medical issues. I've been on depression medications for decades, and I think that combination, that's what they said worked against me.
You have a degree in music?
Yes.
Tell me about your education.
I had a bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's degree from Saint Norbert College in piano performance. And then I went to grad school at the University of Wisconsin in Madison and got a master's degree in music with a specialized in vocal performance. So I have this piano certification and this voice certification.
So you have a BFA and a master's of fine arts?
No, a Bachelor of Music degree, BM, and a Master of Music degree, MM.
All right.
And then I went for professional development. I moved to London, England to seek my fame and fortune as a singer. And little fame and no fortune.
Well, that's a good memory.
But it was a perfect place for me to go. It really was. Then I got married. My husband was a professional musician as well, a conductor. And we moved to Houston. I was teaching at Rice University, and I taught there for 12 years. And then I went back to school and got a master's degree in counseling.
And so of the 40 years before your accident, you had either been in school or worked almost all those years?
Yes.
That despite whatever depression or anxiety you had had?
Yes.
That never interfered with your ability to pursue a living or
Well,
your education?
No, the core of my being is in music. It isn't what I do, it is who I am. I mean, I am some other things as well. But music is the air I breathe. It's the language I speak.
What type of music? What type of singing?
Early on, folk music, whatever came on. In piano, I was playing classical music, Chopin and Bach and Haydn, and then my studies pursued classical music, both in piano and then in voice as well. So the color of my voice, the size of my voice, did not at that time lend itself to opera. But there were enough places that I could make a living doing concerts. But I thought I ought to move to, I taught for 3 years at Carleton College in Minnesota. And then I thought, unless I do this thing, unless I risk going to make a living as a professional singer, I'll regret that my whole life. And so that's why I went to England.